Right. So we all know that moment, right? You're somewhere new, maybe networking, waiting in line, could be a party. And then that like awkward silence just drops. You want to connect, you want to talk, but the whole idea of making small talk, it just feels, well, small, maybe even, pointless.
Yeah, and that's exactly the misconception we really want to tackle today, small talk. It's anything but trivial. It's actually a fundamental social skill. And our mission really in this deep dive is to kind of flick your understanding of it. We're going to explore how these little interactions, the ones people often just brush off, are actually super powerful tools. Tools for connection, for building comfort, and ultimately for opening the door to much deeper conversations. Think of this as like your shortcut to mastering a really key social skill.
I like that, a social superpower. That feels right. And, all the insights we're looking at today, they come from this great resource, The Art of Everyday Small Talk. It really gets into not just the how of doing it, but the crucial why, like why it actually works.
Exactly. So let's jump into that why first. This deep dive really stresses that small talk isn't useless at all. It's what we're calling social glue. It's that first sort of low-stakes way we check things out, build a little bit of rapport, maybe assess trust, almost like a gentle handshake for the mind, seeing if someone's open before you go any deeper.
Social glue. Yeah, that really clicks. Because you feel it when it's missing, don't you? Without those little friendly back and forths, people can seem kind of cold, or the whole vibe just feels stiff. It's like, yeah, trying to build that bridge, but missing the first few planks. It really shows how these small things have, well, big impact.
Absolutely. Think about being in, say, a coffee shop. Someone just casually says, busy day today. Or maybe, wow, it's so hot out. Those aren't just random comments or little signals, right?
Yeah.
Saying, I'm willing to engage. By offering something safe, something low risk, they kind of lower the pressure for the other person, makes the space feel more comfortable, more inviting. It's step one in creating a shared little moment.
Okay, so once we get why it's important, the next thing is, okay, how do we actually do it well? And this is where, the insights we've pulled together are super practical. They give you actual tools, phrases you can use right away, and they break them down into categories, which makes it way easier to remember.
Yeah, definitely. Like, take the weather. That's your go-to opener pretty much anywhere. A simple, it's so hot today, isn't it? Or, looks like it might rain later. Everyone gets it. It's super safe ground. It's something we all share.
Right. And then for work or study, which comes up a lot, you could try something like, how's work going? Or maybe, are you studying anything interesting? It's kind of like opening a door, but gently. They can share as much or as little as they want. No pressure.
Or you could comment on your surroundings, what's right there around you. Something like, this cafe has great coffee. Or maybe, wow, this event is really crowded, huh? It just shows you're, present in the moment, noticing the same things they are.
And then there are compliments. Those can be surprisingly effective little connectors. Just, hey, I like your jacket. Where did you get it? Or, that's a cool phone case. It can genuinely make someone feel good and kick off a friendly chat.
But here's the key tip with compliments. Keep them honest and simple. That genuineness is what makes them land. A real simple compliment feels much better than something, over the top or fake. It signals you actually notice something positive.
Okay, so knowing what to say is one thing, but the other half, and this is where I think people maybe stumble sometimes, is knowing how to respond naturally. How to keep that little conversation ball rolling, especially if your gut reaction is just a one-word answer.
Right, and that's where this foundational formula comes in, and it's super helpful. Answer, add, ask. It's not just about swapping facts. It's about showing you're willing to share back. You're inviting them to keep going. It's reciprocal.
Okay, let me use an example here that really shows the difference. Someone asks you, how's your day going? The, let's call it boring answer is just, good. Right, end of conversation.
Yep, dead end.
But a better answer, using the formula, would be something like, pretty good, thanks. I just finished a workout. How about you?
See that? The add part, I just finished a workout, gives a little bit of detail. It's like a tiny conversational hook, something for them to grab onto if they want. And then, crucially, you ask it back. How about you? You immediately toss the ball back, inviting them in. It opens things up instead of shutting them down.
Yeah, it's simple but really effective. Okay, another one. Someone asks, busy day today.
You could say, yes, but I enjoy it. What about you? Answered, added a little feeling, asked back.
Or if they say, crazy weather, huh?
You could go with, yeah, I even brought an umbrella. Do you like rainy days? Again, answer, yeah. Add, brought an umbrella. Ask, do you like rainy days? That little detail makes it more real.
It just keeps things feeling simple, natural, and, well, friendly. It's not about being some kind of conversational genius.
Not at all. It's just about showing you're open, you're engaged. It actually makes it easier for both people by giving clear ways to keep talking.
Now, navigating this stuff, it's also really important we touch on some cultural things, especially in English-speaking places, because there are definitely some unwritten rules, and if you miss them, you might accidentally, shut things down.
Oh, absolutely. We found that, generally speaking, a smile when you talk, maybe some light eye contact, that really helps signal warmth, openness. It's that nonverbal cue saying, hey, I'm friendly. But then there's the big one. Don't ask really personal questions too early on. You got to build that connection bit by bit. Jumping in too deep too fast can feel really intrusive, breaks that trust.
Right. Okay. So what are the definitely safe topics then? The ones you can rely on?
Yeah, the insights list them out clearly. Weather, obviously. Hobbies, food, travel, and work or study. These are pretty much universally okay for getting things started. Low risk.
And just as important, what should we actively avoid, especially at the beginning?
Definitely steer clear of things like salary, religion, or politics. Those can make people uncomfortable really fast, cause disagreements, and just kill the conversation vibe. Best to avoid those potential minefields early on.
Okay, this is all making a lot of sense. Let's try and bring it all together now. Maybe walk through a couple of real-world examples.
Good idea.
All right, situation 1. You're in line at a cafe. The person next to you kind of sighs and says, ugh, I can never decide what to order here. What do you do?
Okay, so here's a great response using that answer. Add, ask. Formula. Same here. I usually just go for a latte. But maybe I'll try something new today. But you come here often. See, you answered, same here. You added a personal detail. Usually go for a latte. Maybe try something new. And then asked a question. Do you come here often? Simple, friendly, keeps it going.
Perfect. Okay, second situation. You're at a party. Someone walks up and asks you, so how do you know the host?
Great party opener. A good response could be, oh, we used to work together. How about you? Again, answer, work together. Add the brief context. Ask, how about you? It directly uses that formula, sticks to safe topics like work connections, and immediately builds a little bridge.
It really shows how that simple formula can work in different situations. Okay, so as we kind of wrap up this deep dive, let's just boil it down. What are the 3 big takeaways for everyone listening?
Right. First one, small talk is not small. Seriously. It's that crucial social glue, the foundation for connection. Don't underestimate it.
Yeah, definitely. Second, use those simple, safe topics. Weather, work, surroundings, genuine compliments. They're your reliable starting points. Don't overthink it.
And third, really get comfortable with our answer, add, and ask technique. Answer the question, add just a little bit more information or context, and then always ask something back. It's the secret sauce to keep things flowing smoothly.
Master that and you're golden.
Absolutely. And if you actually practice these things, consciously put them to use, you will feel more confident. You'll feel less awkward in those social moments. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're practical tools to lower anxiety and genuinely boost your ability to connect with pretty much anyone.
Okay, and here's maybe one last thought for you to chew on as we finish up. If small talk really is this social glue, right? The very first threads we weave to connect with others, what's the hidden potential if we start being more intentional about it? Not just using it to feel less awkward, but maybe, consciously using these simple interactions to shape how people see us, to smooth things over, and maybe even open up opportunities we hadn't even imagined were there. Something to think about.